So he's still in rehab. I'm gonna let you carry. Go ahead.
Call him back.
You got one?
Voicemail.
Yeah.
I got
He's in good spirit though. Well, good afternoon. Due to popular demand, I've been asked to run this meeting, and it's my birthday. So.
Oh, happy birthday. What, 65 now? Okay, good.
A couple of times now.
Yeah.
I got 10 digits. I do a digit check around the room. Everybody come back from holiday safely. I was just sharing with the president that the Deckers suffered a yard fire next to their house over the weekend. I hadn't seen it in the paper, but I drove by it. It looks pretty extensive. The house looks okay.
That's good.
But, you know, Judy, of course, was one of our board members in the past, and our thoughts go out to the Deckers. Hope that everything's fine. Anyway, back to this, the Finance Committee, starting off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 7th of July. See if there's any committee or public questions. I see we have one viewer. Do we have any questions from the public?
Nothing?
Hearing none, we'll go on to fraud risk discussion.
Yes, we have nothing to report.
Oh,
Good.
good. Thank you.
Okay, good.
Just give you a heads up, we have scheduled our audit, so
Okay.
that'll be taking place in October.
All right.
Okay, thank you, Ty. Brady cost breakdown.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot a description there. The description should be the Brady project cost breakdown.
Brady project cost breakdown.
Yeah, so we finalized most of the numbers. We still have one driveway to pour, but we factored in the estimate for that. And we're coming in at $1.25 million for a half mile.
Okay.
For Brady. Of course, this was our first go at it. There's some lessons learned and just trying to get things in sync. By comparison, and you have to factor in economies of scale as well. The Northwest transmission line was about $1.5 million per mile.
Okay.
It would be about $2.5 million per mile on our first run. But I think towards the end, we were really cooking, so they got the hang of it. I believe that cost will go down for the next run.
So it's really not an apples to apple comparison, right? We had
Not
more
quite.
easement issues. We had more.
More easement, driveways,
Well,
we had
yeah.
the county,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Having to,
slurry. Yeah, we had to fill in the old pipe. We didn't have,
the cost of filling the pipe must be less expensive than pulling the pipe and disposing of it, I would think.
it was.
Yeah.
It was still a cost.
Yeah.
A good
Mhm.
cost.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
as well as, that Nicholas had 2 construction crews running so they could shorten down the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
it. Was like 7 miles versus half a mile.
Yeah. Do
3.5.
we have enough data now to actually do an analysis? I mean, this is a rough comparison, but if you take in those factors we just mentioned and make adjustments, is it? Because I know Director Griffin will probably be asking about that.
Yeah, we can probably make some assumptions and do that. Whether they're good assumptions or not, I'll have to.
Engineers are good at that.
Here.
Justin can handle, he's good at making those assumptions.
I got a quarter you can borrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not quite a 1-to-1 comparison, but yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Something for.
Yeah.
I know
Because-
there's interest there, and I'm still interested in doing as much as this in-house as we can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The other part is our crew takes pride in that work.
Yes.
Sure.
If there's a bag that's stuck in there, they're just gonna go and get
Yeah,
it.
who would ever let that happen?
So I think we do get, not saying it was a bad product for Northwest, but it's
Right.
just a little more attention to detail when we're the ones putting it in.
Right. And maybe we could do concurrently, we could do a bid from industry at the same time we bid it in-house, and then we'd have a data
Mhm.
point there to.
There's a lot of work to put together a bid package.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that in
There's a
itself would
to that.
cost.
There's a
Yeah.
cost to that, yeah.
Okay.
Now, of course, this really makes sense once we're into the 8-inch stuff. I mean, that's a cheaper
No-brainer.
process.
Right. Okay.
8-inch mains as opposed to this 24-inch.
All right.
So there is still a lot of work with a lot of 8-inch out there that we need to do.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm going to take an opportunity, since we talked a little bit about the Northwest transmission line, I took a diversion off of Inyakern and Red Rock Canyon Road to go down, check to see how the pipe disposal was going. They've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, I was gonna make an update about
Are
that.
you-
Nicholas,
I
yeah.
was impressed. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
Nicholas has started to dispose of the pipe, at least process it and
Yeah.
get it out of there.
Nice, yeah, nice.
Cool. All right.
Be something to report during the board meeting.
Yeah, that'd be nice to,
Would like to
yeah.
hear. 'Cause I know there were some people expressing concern, including Director Griffin and myself. Financial statements, number 5.
Okay, we're through the fiscal year. So
Hey,
as always, when we're in July making a report on June, there are accruals that still have to happen. So this is not the final numbers,
Both expense and,
both expense, but mostly on the revenue side.
Really?
We typically have a lot more in revenue than we do in expenditures when we're
okay.
doing the accruals. So through June, without the accruals, we're looking at 18.5 million in revenue, which is down based on consumption because we haven't got the accrual in there, as well as the planned grant funding that just never materialized for those grant projects that we're still working on.
Okay.
On the expenditure side, we're just over 18 million, which is 1.8 million below budget. So we're currently sitting at a net of 570,000, which is kind of where we anticipated being at the end of the year with all accruals on the net side.
Are you planning to put the grant money into the, will that, you said it hasn't materialized yet.
Yes.
So will that still go into the final figure for actuals on income?
No, no.
You won't
There
put it
won't
up.
be any because we haven't done any of those projects that were.
Okay, so
That's the Dune 3, the hometown, the
okay.
Rodewalker Phase
All right.
2. Right, so what I did in the budget we approved for 2027 is I didn't account for any of those projects that we didn't know for sure we were gonna do. So
Okay.
when they do happen, then we'll see that as a plus
Okay.
on that side. But-
So unless you knew it was going to happen, you didn't put it on the
Yeah, so we
27
didn't make
budget.
the
Yeah,
same mistake.
I thought.
Yeah.
So you expect water sales to go up slightly
Yeah.
when the accruals come in, right? How do you do that? I mean, because our billing, I mean, you have to have, you physically have to sit down and look at the dates.
So
What
we do
billing
have,
took-
we do have the different billing cycles.
Yeah,
And so then I have to take how many of those days in the billing cycle were in June and how many were in July and do a ratio. Yeah,
wow, okay,
so it's a bit involved,
yeah,
takes some work.
okay.
You see capital expenditures just under 3 million and 1.7 of that, it was funded either through grants or the bonds. Debt service principal, 1.2 million, and then we're just under the 20 million mark for GA fees paid to date.
Okay. So once we get the 20, which audit are we waiting for the GA to 24, 25? 25.
25.
Once you have that in your hand, you'll be able to get those numbers to me about, remember we talked about what replenishment fee and, remember what you did last time?
Yeah,
Once you get those out in your hand, expenses and things like that.
yeah, I can.
Okay. Supposedly they're supposed to have it, but I don't know. It's not on this one?
No.
Okay. Wow. Approaching the 20 million mark, huh? Well, we're probably there by now.
We will be after the June payment.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you expect in expenses? Do you have, those are usually pretty well tracked,
They are, I don't have amounts, but I know there's a few big ones out there, which is.
which will bleed into there. Okay. All right.
The GA payment.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
those are probably the two big ones. Any sort of,
I think we'll probably look, from what I'm thinking, what you're saying, I think we're going to look pretty good for the end of the year.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We'll definitely have more revenue in accrual than the expenditures.
Okay.
very good.
And all the graphs that go with it, huh?
Telegraph.
Let me ask somebody, I always ask this about the graphs. Do you use the graphs or do you just print them out?
I just print them out.
Does anybody use the graphs? Do you like them?
Like those?
You know, for a quick visual,
Okay.
but usually what happens, I'll look at it and go, and then it pulls me back over to the charts, right? So it's like,
Yeah. I've always said that if we don't need to be printing them, yeah, if we don't need them, we don't need them. But again, it's up to you, Ty.
But that's up to you guys. This was
No, I never asked for them
for
ever.
Brown graphs, so
Leroy Corlett, I believe it was.
I don't know.
You know.
really like graph graphs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple that are useful to look at, when you're comparing this year to the previous year.
Yeah.
And budget to actual. I'd probably cut it down to 2 graphs and you'd have everything you need.
Okay, why don't you do that?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
do
I'm
that.
okay with that. And unless Leroy calls in with complaints.
All right. All right.
Haven't heard that name for a while. He's still around, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
he's
seen
hanging
him.
out with
Yeah.
Nancy, I think.
He's still around.
I see him every once in a while.
Okay.
Okay, accounts payable.
No questions from the viewers yet, huh? All right.
It's just George, I believe.
George, it's just George.
Hi, George.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This just shows one, so we thought maybe it was just George. Got it. All right.
Microphone's not on.
yep, sorry. I must have bumped it off. Let's see.
Probably for the paving they did on Brady.
Yep.
Brady Ward intersection.
Yeah. I do notice that the city has started to work on Mahan.
Yep.
Looks like they're curbing that east side all the way down to Bowman Road. That's what, and then they plan, do they actually plan to repave Mahan? Is that the plan? How far?
So phase one will take you from Bowman down to Dolphin.
Okay,
And they're gonna, there's quite a bit of work to do right there. They're gonna grind it and then, if I remember correctly, cut it down 18 inches
Hmm.
for grade and then
wow.
build it back up.
Mhm.
And they're gonna pour curb and gutter on the west side, and then I believe it's like a hot curb. I'm sorry, a hot curb on the west side and curb and gutter on the east side for flow.
Because I was talking about, we have the laterals that all have gone across there,
Mhm.
and where you dug in for the laterals,
Mhm.
what is right there underneath those patches or holes they have left in the ground when you guys dug down there? Is that how you got,
So in the asphalt where they were going to fill, that's where the mains at, where the saddles were.
is it running right along that, where all those
Yep, yep.
dewlaps are? Okay.
Yeah, so, and then phase two, they said will be that section right there will go to Springer, if I remember correctly.
All the way up to Springer? Okay. All right. So let's see, because Onsat's pretty high.
Edison coming down. Now we got most for solar back up, or we still?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Any word on the solar? I was gonna say recovery. I'm not gonna recover anything, but on the theft?
I don't think there's been anything new.
As of a couple weeks ago, the sheriff said they were waiting to get sign off on a warrant.
Okay.
Not a warrant, but a search warrant. Yeah,
Really?
search warrant. I don't know for what property, they're not gonna say, but
Yeah.
I have no idea since then what has
Yeah.
happened.
At least they're doing something. Of course, by this time, it's been so long, I don't think they'll find anything.
Oh, no. The vehicle that was used was around for a while. I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, I don't
Parked in
see.
my neighborhood behind some.
Actually,
trailers, and
Actually,
Then by the next day after the sheriff saw it, it was gone.
Wonder what was in the trunk.
Huh?
I wonder what was in the trunk.
yeah, you don't want to know. The first 2 weeks looks nothing really out of unusual there. Then we get into the second one. And that's where we have all the fun stuff. Groundwater Authority, 7-Eleven materials. That's what I was at, 80.
That's the slurry for the filling the pipe, the Brady, the abandoned pipe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How is that done? Is it a slurry they pump into it, or what do you do? Okay. However, yeah,
They went every so many feet, cut a hole in the pipe
uh-huh.
and backed the slurry truck right up to there and dumped it in. Just
Okay.
from the chute, and then they would go from side to side and fill that pipe up until it'd come out. And then they would fill a different sack ratio of slurry, 18 inches within grade of asphalt, and go down the next hole.
Wow, okay. So that's 84 grand for half a mile, huh?
Just over, I think it was 500 cubic yards.
Okay.
7-Eleven, is
Yes.
that the group up in, near Kernville?
No,
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Do they have or they have
Yeah.
facility here? Okay.
right across from Skip Gorman's metal shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
never ran across that. Okay.
Okay. Oh, the lawyer fees. Okay.
Desert, oh, sorry, what's the one above?
We're,
Ferguson. Oh, never mind.
yeah. Ferguson, you just get a lot of materials from Ferguson, right?
Right, they're most of our part suppliers and pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe the Murphy of Everett's charges will go down the rest of
We're-
the summer?
We're hoping they will, and Papadopoulos and,
You'll have one more high Murphy and Everett's for June,
Well, there you
because
go.
that's when the trial was, so that'll be
we-
pretty
we-
hefty, and then it should.
Right.
and we think we'll have some Ramble and Papadopoulos, for testifying.
Mhm.
Yeah. I don't see any, I don't have any questions on it.
The Ramble's done with their modeling, right? Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
You want to recommend to the board approval of the accounts payable?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay.
Do you agree?
So be it.
All right. Consider that done.
No. Any
Is there any public questions?
Nothing out there. No hands raised? All right.
Okay, then. I've reached the bottom of our agenda. Is there any future agenda items that we want to entertain?
Yeah, I still have the outstanding credit card fees one.
Yeah, well,
I'm hoping to be able to get to work
are
on
you
that,
trying to put some ideas together on that or whatever?
but just to see what our options are,
What are the fees running us a year now? What do you budget?
about $250,000.
Yeah,
That could go a little ways.
it's getting, yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't have to pay that. We could be, yeah, would be nice.
That's the fees that we pay for people to have the privilege of
Right.
using credit card. when they pay
Yes.
their bills?
Yes,
Wow.
yeah, it adds up.
Adds up, yeah.
Yes.
Well, we encouraged everyone with express bill pay, hey, more options to pay, and now we're paying too. So,
And that's why you see, you see it on credit card charges now in restaurants and everything. They add a percentage because they're getting charged a percentage for the privilege of taking a credit, I'm not sure what you want to call it. Whatever it
Credit
may
card
be.
processing people
Yeah.
charge a percent.
That's right, yeah.
And they can either pass it on to the customer or.
It's anywhere from 1% to 3%.
Gas
It's-
prices, I mean,
yeah.
it's everything.
It's everything like that. So that's a quarter, that's bounced quite a bit.
It's like it's easier to go back to cash. It's crazy. isn't
Well,
it?
that's, I've always said that the government, everybody's encouraging you to get away from cash. And so here to encourage you to not use cash, but you're getting penalized for not using cash. And have anybody been in a store where they don't take cash?
Or
I
is that-
avoid them.
I've heard of them, yeah. They actually,
Don't take personal checks.
You ever been to, recently been to a restaurant where they give you a discount for using cash?
Yes, they do, like 10% or something. some of
Yeah,
them.
they- yeah.
Really? That's good. It's going the way of, yeah. It's just quite a bit of money, $250,000, wow.
yeah, I mean, it used to be, 60,000, and it's like, okay, we'll absorb that cost, but
Have you looked into, on the billing side, where, I'll say it from SCE and, people like that I get, the billing automatically goes to my account and my account, and I can pay it, or I can make it automatically, just pay it each time. Have we looked at anything like that? I know I can go and issue you, which I do, I issue a payment out of my account, but I have to physically do it. I think you get a check. But,
Okay.
yeah, but I'm asking about a lot of companies now, Home Depot, all of them, everything you could set up so your account receives the invoice and either automatically pays it or you go in monthly and say, pay it. And then that way it's a transaction that is no cost to me additional to make it happen that way, or to you. Is that something that can be done?
bill pay will do that with you can put in your routing information and do that. If that's what you're meaning.
Instead of doing a credit card, you can just do it
Yeah,
through
yeah.
your bank
you
account.
bank
And they
card
don't
would-
charge
Well-
a fee for that, I'm sure.
All the option I get is I would have to, I could go in there and say, make a monthly payment, and I have to guess at what it is, because I'm not paying a bill. If you're saying automatic payments,
You can set it up so it automatically pays whatever the bill is, yeah.
Yeah.
and I'll receive the bill, not to my account?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check for that. Maybe I need to redo it. I'm using an Edward Jones account, And so usually if I put a credit card or something I'm paying in, it'll come back and say, hey, you can electronically receive these.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it would strictly be through Express. You'd have to go into Express.
Yeah, I have to go into Express,
Within-
and to do it. The reason I'm
I do
asking that is
understand.
that's, a lot of people are doing that now with a lot of their accounts where, they're electronically transmitted and electronically transmitted back. And that saves people from going into our system and either paying with a credit card or somehow through my bank. Is that something that would cost a great deal of money to set the system up like that? Because a lot of them are doing, most of the credit cards do it. Most of the utilities do it. There's just a few that don't.
Yeah.
And you see what I'm getting at, right?
You mean like when I have a PG&E, I have like a limit. It just automatically pays it every month unless it gets over that.
You
Limit that we
could
set.
set all kinds of things up.
Then they
You
notify
Go
me.
into bill pay and you can see in your bank and you can see the invoice directly. Is that what you're saying? You see the
Right.
bill
In other words,
directly?
yeah, my bank actually receives, I'll get a notice from them saying, hey, you received the invoice from PG&E
Yeah.
or from whoever. And then I can go into the system and just hit pay
Yeah.
and it's done. The same thing with Home Depot, same thing with Edison,
Yeah.
same thing with half a dozen credit cards. It's the
I'll have
same
to
way.
look. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm just saying that might, if that option comes up, it may lower that
Yeah.
$250,000.
Hmm.
If you can check it and see,
Yeah.
it's probably something we got to pay for, I'm sure.
Yeah, and does it implement or integrate with Springbrook? That's the other.
All
question.
that kind of good
But yeah,
stuff.
Something I can look into.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll save anything, but it's $250,000. And if all of a sudden more people are able to do that, I don't pay a charge and,
Right.
and you guys don't on the other end, as far as I know.
We
But we would for a check, but it's less than what we pay for credit cards.
Right. Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
start passing on those credit card fees, more people might pay via cash. I think the problem we had in the past was getting bad checks. We probably wouldn't want to accept personal.
Does anybody
checks
write
anymore.
checks anymore?
We still take them.
Yeah.
Grocery stores, a lot of them don't take them anymore.
Yeah, we still take them, but it's kind of, you get on a naughty list if it,
Right?
Yeah.
and it goes cash or credit only. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people using credit now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, just a thought. It's just something to look at, and I like the way it happens because I can also set up in my system, just like you said, Renee, I could just pay it when it comes in,
Mm.
unless it hits like some extreme amount that I want to know before I can approve for
Mhm.
payment. Yeah.
Okay,
All
then.
right, that's it.
Interesting discussion. We will call the meeting done at 3:22. And as soon as the mics are off, Chris, I'd like to have a quick discussion with Ty and the president.